This is almost definitely one of the weirder knives that I've had on the table from Bestech. This is their budget line. And yeah, let's talk about what's going on with this crazy, crazy looking knife. You know, I actually appreciate it when a company doesn't tell me sometimes what they're sending. Hey, I'm sending you a knife. Okay, cool. And you get it in the mail and you're surprised. Like you don't expect whatever it is you're getting. And this is one of those situations where it's not my style, but I appreciate being pushed out of my comfort zone so that I can maybe try new things. So this knife, which is called the Tardis, which I really like because I believe it's a Greek reference to a place in Hades, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, down in the comments. I'm sure you guys will say something about it. So this is an Ostap Held design. Ostap Held. I feel like I'm saying that wrong as well. But yeah, very, very interesting shape here. One thing that I do know about this, it might be too long. I was going to say, I think this might have been designed for California worksite laws where you can't have a tip. And so that would have been really great. But I think that there's also a length determination on top of it. And I think this is exceeding the 3-inch mark. Let's go ahead and measure it. Hold on 1 second. I swear I need like 16 rulers because I'm never finding the one I'm looking for. So this is actually, you know what? It's almost exactly at 3. I mean, it's like obnoxiously over 3, and I mean, yeah, it's just barely there. Something in the realm of 3 inches. Very close. So, a couple things that I think are really interesting about this. Bestech does some really, really good fit and finish, and I love the pop of those thumb studs and the black accents on this steel on the D2. And I believe this is coated, which on D2, I'm always a fan of that because it does corrode, especially for me. And so that's really cool. The other thing I noticed immediately is that this has I think they call that a captive stop pin. And it's kind of inside the blade, which is a nice little touch. Something you don't see that often in budget knives. This is a cool one. And the action is really, really good. Now, when I'm flicking it, I'm using the thumb studs, and I have no problem doing that. But if I use the fuller, it doesn't really stand proud enough for me to really get a good grip on it. I mean, I can kind of do it, but it's not great. So there's that. The other thing that I noticed about this knife is it is screaming for a front flipper. Like, and it would literally have no effect on the back end because it's like there's nothing there. Like you could just absolutely fill that space. So like they could have extended it here like that and back. I mean, it would have gotten rid of this line, which is I'm sure what they were going for. But I just, as a front flipper, this would just make so much sense. It's just, you know, kind of the way I feel about it. Now, this is only the second knife I have from Bestech, the Bestech Man brand. This is the Ronin, one of my favorites under 50. So crossbar lock, 14C28. Fantastic action. The only thing about this knife that I don't like is that it doesn't have a reversible pocket clip. But yeah, I mean, this is a brand that I'm interested in. And when I was at their booth, I saw a lot of different designs that had me interested. So I want to see more from them. This is a crazy one, guys. I don't know how I feel about it. So that's all of this. But then I have to pick on them a little bit, and I know Bestech knows better. What is the deal with this pocket clip? What is happening right now? Bestech knows what they're doing. What is going on? Why is there this thing? Why is it so long? Why is it so thin? This pocket clip makes no sense. Look, see? That's a little bit, okay. It's not great, but it's a hell of a lot better than that. I mean, confused. Very confused about this pocket clip. Yeah, obviously not reversible, but Question mark? Why? I don't know. So very cool knife, certainly very different. The stuff that's going on over here, the way it looks closed, I mean, that is really cool. I mean, I guess he was going to kind of match the lines. I mean, it's very cool looking. This isn't for me personally. It's not my thing. I'm curious whose thing this is. So if you think this is your thing, can you let me know down in the comments? That would be really cool. This, on the other hand, is my thing, both of which are really, this is really good. Comes with a bunch of varieties, and they're very good price. So, yeah, I figured we'd bring both of them in. I only ever talked about this in my, one knife from each brand thing, and it's a great knife. It actually has one of the best sounding mechanisms at this price point. Not everyone is like me. I'm an audiophile. I really, really like different sounding knives, and this actually sounded different from the other crossbar locks that I've played with. So I really, really like it for that reason. So this knife, very weird, very cool. Maybe it's for someone. It's just not really for me. I mean, they've done pretty much a lot of it right? They have good lock bar access, really nice texturing, good contouring, very comfortable. Yeah. What's more to say? This is, of course, the Tardis, and yeah, my guess is that it's going to end up in someone's hands, one of your guys' hands in the near future in a giveaway. As always, thank you guys so much for your time, and we'll talk again soon.